Hey guys, it's Infinite. Today we're playing some Domination on Villa. In my last video I talked about E3 and my thoughts and stuff like that, but I ended up focusing a ton on the Battlefield vs Modern Warfare 3 talk, and I felt like I need to expand a little bit more, talk about some more games that I was excited about, and not make it seem like that's all I cared about. So before I get into the commentary, I'm sorry for using FAMAS gameplay, but I thought it'd be perfect to get rid of my FAMAS gameplay with commentaries where I'm not going to talk about the gameplay whatsoever, and this is a perfect example of that. So, I made a little list just so I don't forget. I'm not a big list guy with commentary. I usually do it right off the top of my mind, but I didn't want to forget any games that I thoroughly enjoyed from the show. So, to start off, we have Halo 1 and Halo 4. Now, someone mentioned in the comment section below that I forgot about Halo 4, in the comment section below of my last video I posted. And yeah, Halo 4 is going to be a huge release, but it's not coming out for a while. It's later in 2012, so I don't like to really think about games when they're that far away. But the Halo 1 remake, I'm really excited about. So, I missed out on the Halo 2 and the Halo 1 era, and as far as I know, Halo 1 wasn't even online for Xbox. It wasn't online multiplayer, I think it was just local multiplayer. So, not many people got to do that. I think they had Halo 1 on computer multiplayer, but I missed out on the Halo 1 and Halo 2 weapons, and I think this is a great opportunity for me to see what I missed out on, and how everyone says like Halo 2 was the best game ever, and how Halo's kind of slowly gotten worse throughout the years. And I'm talking about like hardcore. I have a hardcore Halo friend, and that's what he tells me, that Halo 2 was like the best of the best, and everyone loved it. A lot of pros quit after then, so I'm excited to see that, and I'll most likely pick that game up. Next is one of my favorite series of all time, and that's Forza. Forza 4 is coming out, and it looks beautiful. I advise all you guys to go to IGN or Game Trailers and check out. I know IGN did a 9-minute sit-down talk with the main creative director. I think that's what they label him. But he's big behind the series, and he knows a lot about it, and he does a little bit of racing, explains the tech behind it, and oh my god, the game is beautiful. I don't think they can make a racing game look any better. So, the next thing is a pleasant surprise on my list, which is Tomb Raider. So I'm not a Tomb Raider guy, and I don't want to say I'm not a Tomb Raider guy, because in all fairness, I never even played any of them, but this game looks awesome. See, I'm not the type of guy who just says, oh, like, this game's just not for me, I'm not even going to look at it. There's a lot of games I look at that I don't think are for me, and I end up liking them. And the first example of that was Fallout 3. And once I learned how great Fallout 3 was, and that's a game I would have overlooked, I realized that I gotta look at everything. And Tomb Raider is a pleasant surprise. The game looks awesome. And it's not set to release for quite some time, but I am excited for that game. And I shouldn't get excited. Like, I'm going against my own rules, which is don't get excited for stuff. But, hold on a second, my phone's ringing. I'm gonna continue this commentary in 1 second. Alright, so whoever called decided to interrupt my commentary and hang up after one ring. That's cool. So, I was pretty much done with my thought on Tomb Raider anyway, but very excited for that. And every game, I'm not going to say this after every game I talk about, but every game that I'm going to be talking about, I advise you guys to go check them out, because they're all really, really awesome. So, next on my list is Battlefield Arkham City. Now, I know a lot of people enjoyed the first one, Arkham Asylum, and I'm one of them. That was a great game. I loved that game. And that was back in the day when I was playing burned games on my It's Infinite account, because I had my modded system. That was before it got banned. And I was playing a lot of games I wouldn't have played. And that game, along with Brutal Legend, were two of my favorite games that I would have never played or bought, because I don't have a ton of money to throw out for games that are kind of risks in my eyes that I'm definitely not going to like. So, wow, what a great game that was. I really enjoyed that game. And this one looks very similar, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, the gameplay looks very similar to the first one, but as long as it packs a great story, that's all I'm into. Like, I wasn't really too much of a fan of the combat in the first one. It was great combat, but I get bored of combat, but the story was great. I loved it. They presented it so well, and the characters were great. It was just awesome. So, what else do I got here? Far Cry 3 looked amazing. I'm not a big Far Cry guy. I didn't even play the second one, and I ended up quitting the first one. As you guys know, that was my first FPS I ever played, and I sucked at it. Didn't really like it. Don't think I'd like it if I went back and played it now, to be honest. But Far Cry 3 looks freaking awesome, and Not much to say about that. They showed a little gameplay at E3 in the Ubisoft presentation, and wow, it was just amazing. And if it's as interesting as it looked, I could see myself playing through that campaign. And the online was always good, just never got a chance to be anything because of Call of Duty. Alrighty. So next is Rayman. So this is kind of a kiddish game, but it looked like one of the most fun platformers you'll ever see. It's a side-scrolling platformer, so it's kind of, if you want to compare it to anything modern, I'd go with Little Big Planet. It's not like Little Big Planet in any way, shape, or form in terms of graphics, style, and stuff like that, but it looks like it plays really well, and it looks really fun. There's up to 4-player co-op, and it just looks like a really fun version of Super Mario Bros., the one for the Wii. I never got that game because I beat it like 3 times on the DS. So, now the next 2 titles I want to talk about briefly, I'm running out of time here, are the 2 games that are PS3 exclusives that I could see myself getting. Now, every other game I've talked about, most of them are going to come out for both platforms, with the exception of Forza, and I'm not sure about Tomb Raider. I'm sure Tomb Raider will come out for both. And then obviously Halo, that's an exclusive. So Halo and Forza are exclusive. But these 2 are going to be exclusives that I'd consider getting for my PS3. You guys know I don't play my PS3 too much, or my Wii, and I didn't see anything at the show for Wii that I'd even get interested about buying. But these 2 games are games that I'm going to highly consider getting for the PS3. And the first one is Twisted Metal. Now, Twisted Metal, to be fair, I didn't look at what they presented for this show yet. I was just looking at the candidates for Best of the Show for PS3, and I saw Twisted Metal on that list. So, to be fair, I didn't look at what they presented this year, but what I saw last year and what I know about the series, it's friggin' awesome. And Twisted Metal is just amazing. And then, finally, Sly Cooper. Now, it's kind of a kiddish game, a little weird, but it looked really unique. I liked what I saw, and I definitely want to give it a shot, even if it's just playing a demo or renting the game. Alright, guys, I'm out of time here. I think I did a pretty good job, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Alright, see you later. Final score is 50-4. Alright, peace.